This is the second most exciting hike I've ever been on. This is awesome.
I almost dropped my phone almost slid.
Show them how sheer it is.
Not good. I feel like the cool thing about this hike is that it's very doable for people.
It's doable, but it's also like, it's exciting.
It's got a lot of payoff,
you
know?
Yeah.
Let me show you.
No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that. Hey, why not? Yeah.
So the Angels Landing permit system started this April of 2022. So we are within, what's today's date? Today's the 9th. So we're within the first 2 weeks of the permitting system. I've never done this before. It's been a bucket list item for as long as we've been traveling. It'll be neat to see how the permit system affects how busy it is, because in the past it's been so busy that it's been kind of unsafe.
I made the call, it was just like I'm reffing. I know we left you, now we back together, but I guess that is better now, later than never. Like, what's happening? I'ma need y'all quit asking when.
So we applied for our permit a day and a half ago and got approved for this morning for the 9 to noon window. They section it out in 3 different windows that you're allowed to hike the chain section in, and so we had to get to the grotto stop between 9 and noon. We ended up taking our electric bikes, which was about a 30-minute ride from the west entrance of Zion National Park to the grotto stop. You can't take your private vehicle up there. They only allow buses and bikes beyond a certain point on that road. Across the street from the bus stop is the ranger check-in for your allotted time window. Data services are pretty limited there, so make sure you have a printed hard copy of your Angels Landing permit. Once you've checked in with the rangers, you can begin your hike. You're going to be starting out on the West Rim Trail. This is a 4.4 mile hike in total. It's an out and back. From the West Rim Trail to Scouts Lookout is 1.4 miles, with the last 0.8 miles being the cables or chain section, which does require a permit. There is a ranger to check you in for the last portion of the hike. So in case you're not familiar with the permitting system, the first thing you do is go to recreation.gov. In the search field there, you will just type in Angels Landing. Make sure to choose the correct time frame. This is the one we did was April 1 through May 31st. If you see over on the right, you can register for the lottery for the date at the top by the date underneath. You'll need to register and enter an email to be able to do this, and you will be notified of the lottery's results by email with 24 hours to get ready for the hike. Keep in mind, you can only apply for the day lottery between 12:01 a.m. and 3 p.m. If you do not see the register for lottery button, that is because you are outside of the registration window. There is an administrative fee of, I believe, $3, and if you win the lottery, you get charged another $3 to complete the permit. So the first 1.4 miles from the trailhead to Scout Lookout is all paved. There are some switchbacks. There is a pretty steep incline in certain sections. I would rate it as intermediate. If you weren't able to get the permit for Angels Landing, or this is the only portion of the hike you plan on doing, this could easily be done in walking shoes, shorts, and a t-shirt. Just be sure to bring plenty of water and a snack. So even though it is paved for the most part, it is still quite a steep incline, so we're taking frequent breaks. And the temperature changes are pretty wild. When we rode up here on the bikes this morning, it was nippy. It was really cold.
Ella said it was freezing.
It was cold. It was really cold.
And then once we get into this, we're in the shade now, but some of the path is in the sun, and it's getting hot. So we had to shed some layers. We left a lot of our warm clothes that we rode up in the bike with the bike, so we didn't have to haul it along.
How you doing?
So we're actually making pretty good time right now, but we haven't gotten to the part where only permitted hikers are allowed. Hopefully we've included enough B-roll of the trail for you to be able to see kind of how crowded it is, and then we'll see how busy the permitted section is. Okay, so right back there is the chain section. We got here at 11:30, so it took us a total of 2 hours to make it from the grotto trailhead area all the way up to the permitted section.
So this is where Angel's Landing really begins, at the top of Scout Lookout. There's a ranger here to check your permit one more time before you head on to the chain section. It gets really exciting from here on out.
Okay, so we are here at the beginning of the trailhead. What are you thinking?
I am super excited.
Me too. Nate's gonna be filming some B-roll, so you'll be able to see it on the way up.
And that is pretty much it. If you are headed back to the west entrance, be sure to stop at the Zion Lodge. There's a nice grassy area to take a dirt nap. And they also have some pretty mediocre beers on draft there for about $8 a piece. So knock yourself out. I'm going to leave you with some beautiful B-roll of the rest of our hike. Feel free to watch as much as you like. If you have any questions, or if something that you want to know wasn't answered, please be sure to leave that in the comments section.
Here's the iconic part of Angel's Landing.
Yeah, baby.
Look at this. So there are a few sections where you have to let people pass and like get skinny, make room for people, but Half Dome was constant. There was constant up and down traffic. There was nowhere to take a break. If you were taking a break, you were just blocking traffic. This is so relaxing. Its B-roll so good, I don't even need to put it in slow motion.